Hey guys, what's going on today? This is your boy Dalsu back with some more Banished. I've done a little work off camera. As you can see, I started a little key here with a key barn. I always feel like I should say quay, but everyone says it's key. I don't know. Anyway, that is started, so that looks kind of good. I'm probably going to be moving this little seafarer shrine. But really what we're having trouble with now is logs and stone. I'm having to go further and further to get it. And I still have a bunch of guys down here, I think, working. Maybe. Anyway, I'm starting to see the appeal more and more of like a forester's lodge, or maybe even 2 forester's lodges. I have 6 laborers because my school teacher died and there was no one to replace her. So like 6 students, and you can see we're still having people die. But our ratio is good. Anyway, a bunch of students got kicked out of school and refused to go back. So we have a couple uneducated workers floating around, but it does give us, a few more workers. So if I do a forester, that's 4 of them gone, but probably worth it. So I think that's what I'm going to do to start off this episode. I think in the fullness of time, I'm going to want to put my foresters. Let's look at the map. I am talking about an industrial area down here, but for now, I think snuggled up against these mountains are going to be like my little forester lodge. Maybe right in here, maybe a gatherer's. All along these mountains, we're going to have that, and then probably they'll be relocated down to an industrial zone. Man, it looks so weird without the camera oriented correctly. There we go. Yeah, it looks so weird. I guess now that I think about it, it might make more sense to make the beautiful city where I've already started, but when you turn the camera this way, this seems like the better spot. So, yeah, I guess that makes more sense. It's just the overhead view got me a little fucked up. Anyway, we're going to carry on what we're doing. We've got the graveyard, the farm. I think we want to put the church, like, here-ish. And then this will probably be blacksmith, maybe tailor, with the backyards I talked about for these houses. These guys could have a backyard, too. That would be nice. And maybe a pig pen or something we talked about. But for now, if I don't get some logs, nothing else is really going to happen. So that's the first step, I guess. Let's pause the game. Let's go into our forester's lodges. We're going to build 2 of them. New trees, palm trees, bamboo wood, pine trees, hardwood. Man, wow, holy crap. So they're going to cut down and plant just a very specific tree. New seedlings. In all the wild things map, okay. So, I don't know if there's one specifically for El Dorado, but I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time. Jesus, that's a lot of foresters, but it's cool that they did that. I'm probably just going to do the new trees. No, he only plants new trees. Selectively cut down trees and plant new seedlings. Exclusively plants new trees. That is the most confusing tooltip that I've ever seen. But just for simplicity's sake, we are going to do one there. And one here to start off with. Alright, let's get those going. And I don't even think we have the necessary lumber to make those. So we are going to need to cut some stuff. Problem is I'm kind of gathering everywhere. But we have some trees up here we can grab. And we should probably build a bridge down here at some point for the all the lumber that exists down there. Even if it's just a temporary bridge. We can go in and gather it. We can also go up here to the north. A lot of options left. We do have some laborers, so we should be able to do this relatively quickly. Problem is we traded away a lot of logs, and then our firewood choppers. We traded away a lot of firewood, and then the firewood choppers have to replace that. So it's taking up all of our logs pretty much. Also, we have no foresters, which is kind of dumb. I guess we should have foresters by this point in the game. We're having a lot of children born, which is good. Pretty healthy ratio now, which is great because I know there's a lot of old people. That lets me know that I have enough housing for the time being, which is very comforting. All right, I'm going to shift some builders here in just a second. Yeah, okay. He's got everything he needs. And how about you? Not even close. I know, the reserves of logs are low. Here comes a trader. See what he's got for us. Cabbage and sugar. This is just the food cabbage, not the seed, so I'm going to let that go. Making short work of all this. Should also probably get the stone. I'm going to need a quarry at some point. The issue is labor, as it almost always is in Banished. We just do not have the labor force to man all these different things that we need to man. But we'll make do. See, you got some old folks in here that are not really reproducing. In fact, pretty much everyone over here, unfortunately. But that means we're going to have a string of deaths, or wave of deaths at some point. And it's going to really suck. On the other hand, our food is good, so we could just keep growing. But I don't really know where I'm going to place houses over here. I mean, I've been playing this way, oriented this way the whole time, so I guess it makes more sense to play oriented this way. Yeah. Alright. So, time for some builders. Yep. Let's do 2. Gonna get that Forester's Lodge built. We've only got 4 students. Ton of children that are gonna grow up. But they've all got to go through school before they're gonna be ready. So there's not a whole lot I can do in the meantime. I'm going to build these huts. I'll probably only assign 4 foresters for right now. That'll leave me with about 3 spare people. Yeah, some of these kids need to become students. Alright, we're building. Food is fine. Alright. Log limit 200. I think that's fine. I'm going to do cut and plant. And I'm going to assign... yeah, 4. And then this one we'll probably just let sleep for now. Just so we have it there. So that later on we can add more if we start running low on logs. But I'm glad to have at least 1 up. And fully staffed. I see we're starting to have some deaths. That means we need to shift these builders back, because I hate trying to track down the person who died and fill their spot. Yep. So the gatherer died of old age, and there's no gatherer to fill her spot. So we got to get rid of one of our builders for now and fill that gatherer spot. Boom. All right. So that one builder's probably not going to finish this for a while. Everybody's becoming a student. That's good. I do want to build more houses and get more babies going. Still having Tylord. Still having some kids born. Alright, we're going to say that this building is not... Actually, I don't want it to operate. And I forget the key to that. I just say, don't do anything. Yeah, okay. So all the foresters are going to work over here. Bison! Alright, I do want some bison because I'm going to put some bison right here. I think that's going to look really cool. So let's buy 2 bison. And let's immediately say that we want our little bison area standard, I think. Yeah, let's just do standard pasture. I know I didn't buy the bison yet, but I want to make sure this is going to look good first. Where's the fence that's supposed to go around it? Transparent. It says fenced. Well, this will allow me to build my own fence. That would be kind of cool. Let's do that. And we'll try to leave a little space there on the corner of the square for something. Okay, that's good. We've got a builder to work on that, and we're going to go ahead and buy these 2 bison. We'll go crazy and buy 4. And that's... Wait, we buy 5, the math will be easier, right? So... That's exactly 1,000 firewood. Okay. Maybe not so wise to spend all my firewood like that, but I really want the bison. And we can always do an emergency cut if we have to. Not to forget, we do have a logger now. A forester, rather. Plenty of food for the winter. There's nobody to replace the trader. Is that this trader? It is. Are my bison hanging out now? I don't know. Hopefully they don't die. That would be a waste. Ugh. Everybody's dying. Okay, we're just gonna let this be 0, I guess. And then no labor trip. That was the builder, so we don't necessarily have to replace him right now. It does mean we're not gonna finish this. What we need to do is just let the farmer finish it, as he's not working anyway. Go do it, Mr. Farmer. Finish it up so I can get my bison a nice place to live. And then I'd say farmer can go work with the bison for now. Just for now. And we're going to build us a nice fence around there when we get time. Okay, we got a new laborer, so we'll let her be the new farmer. We got another laborer, so we'll let them be the new trader. Should we even assign the trader right now? Because he's going to scoop up all the firewood, which is going to be unfortunate. But I'm going to do it anyway. So all these kids should be graduating relatively soon, which will up our labor pool quite a bit. But in the meantime, we got bison, which is nice. And we're going to want to build probably... Yes, I know. The reserve of logs is just going to have to be low for now. We'll make a fence around them. I quite like these colonial fences. Colonial walls, rather. Looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Wouldn't you say so? Let's put one there. And then put one there. And once that's done, we'll see how we're going to do the rest. Cool. That's way too long. Actually, this should be a corner piece, huh? Yeah, should have done that. Okay, well, that's fine. I have plenty of time to work on that. Maybe do some of that off camera. For now, though, no labor. Who died? Somebody died. The hunter. A hunter died. So we've got one less hunter than we need as well. I'll just try to remember that so that I can replace them later, because I'm not terribly worried about one less hunter right now. We've got more food than we need. It's probably about time to up the food. I wish there was like a hotkey to get rid of all the menus. Alright, so we got a laborer we can make into a hunter. But I might just let her ride as a laborer for right now, because we do need to cut some logs. It would be great if we could fill up this second forester that I conveniently built. But we do not have the ability to do so yet. What are you doing? You're going to... We're still getting those logs from up here because we just didn't have any labor for a long time. We still really don't, but... Alright, there goes one of the woodcutters and our last laborer. Alright, I think I'm going to let some of this time pass off camera because it's just getting a little grindy now while I'm waiting for everyone to... The cleric died too. While I'm waiting for everybody to grow up and stuff, I'm going to do a cut. Okay, we've got a few more people now on board. Most of them are building. I did go ahead and throw some more houses down here because I want to keep growing. My bison are doing well, although the fence surrounding them needs to be done. I'm going to sort of wait on that because it's not super important right now. What is important is that I continue to grow. And I don't know, I'm thinking about leaving that church there. I think it looks kind of cool. I think it would look really cool if I went ahead and like did a little courtyard around it. I could do that either with road or with like country square, which is, where is it? Stone square, then we got brick square, then we got country square. Country square looks kind of cool. Why is it, okay. It's kind of hard to get it right. Let's just try a little bit for experiment's sake. That would look kind of cool. No, I didn't want to do that. See, then you got to comment individually. See, I deleted the stone square. This is what gets a little tricky, so I'm probably going to do most of this off camera, but just for experiment's sake. Some rows like that going up to the church will look kind of cool, and then I didn't mean to do that one. And then in between, we could do the stone. Like some pathways leading up. That doesn't look too bad. Well, it does if I don't do it right, but you get the idea. Looks kind of cool. I want the stone square. Nope. See, it allows you to fuck around, but then you end up messing everything up. Okay, so here's what I decided to go with. I think it looks pretty good. It's not completely done yet, but it's 2 hedgerows and a sort of walkway up here with a giant oak tree. And I sort of like the way it turned out. Let's go ahead and fill that in. We'll get rid of this one. Yeah, so that's more or less what I was going for. I know the oak and the bamboo don't necessarily go well together in a great way, but let's deal with it. So I'm going to hire back a priest. My old one died, and that's going to be my church. I think it worked out pretty well. I like the idea of paving everything. Like, should we go ahead? Because you can put this over road as well, and the road still functions. You can also put it under buildings, too. You could put it here if I wanted to, but I think grass would probably look better here, huh? Well, it would sort of look out of sorts, wouldn't it? As with dirt, swamp. I don't know. We can come back to this. But, yeah, there's a whole lot of polishing I can do to make it even prettier. But I'm sort of happy with this so far. So, yeah. I put some of the square up under these guys as well. Looking pretty good. Let's finish our bison fence, shall we? Pretty easy, not a big deal. Just need some... This one needs a corner piece. So we'll get rid of that. We'll slap a corner piece there. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to be a little bit off. But that's no harm done. And then I think from there, put this here. That one there. Well, damn it, we got to put a corner. I guess we got to put a corner. I don't see why we really have to put a corner. Let's see what it looks like. And then we are going to want a gate right about here. Well, it depends, yeah. Yeah, this is why you need a corner, huh? Okay, fair enough. Alright, we got that done. Looking pretty damn good. I was thinking about maybe putting some grass squares under it, but it's something about the grass square, like the way it cuts off. I'll have to show you during springtime when you can see the ground, but it's like green and then just cuts off to a completely different color. It doesn't look good at all. So probably not going to do that. Anyway, I think this about wraps it up for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.